All right. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Evening Crypto with your boy, your host, the Real Shaw 256. Tonight, I want to do a update, and it's going to be an exclusive one. I'm not going to post it all over social media. It's one for anybody who is subscribed to the channel. If you are following or if you've been watching these videos and you want to keep updated, especially with these sort of sneak updates, definitely hit the subscribe button down below here, and also hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content. Also, a reminder and an invitation to have you guys follow me on the Twitter account, the Real Shaw 256. Um, Shout out to Timmy J for staying engaged. Shout out to uh, Theo Crypto 99. By the way, that guy is phenomenal when it comes to wave Elliott wave analysis. So if you guys want to check him out, go to his channel. That is the real Crypto 99, and that is Theo over there. Um, so a couple of shout outs to Kiwi Ma. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right, but shout out to Kiwi Ma for staying engaged with our channel. And let's actually get right into it. Let's talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin has actually been doing something very, very interesting in the last 4 hours. We are sitting at currently about 8,534, 8,540. I've been actually trading in and out of this position here, just trading with a small amount, and just really been paying attention to what's been going on. And let's actually connect the dots here to our past videos. I drew some targets and boxes for you guys in the last video and last couple of videos. So to give you sort of a roadmap as to what I'm looking for, what areas are important and key for my trading purposes. And we did see that we formed sort of a bull flag here, and then actually broke out of that, and ultimately found some support on top of this box here where I drew for you guys, like I said a couple of videos ago, and then this top area, which was also a target for us. And we ended up trading here, consolidating here for a short while in between these two areas of importance here. And then we actually ended up breaking out of it above it. Now, here's the other interesting part. We've been talking about a potential change, or potential change in trend, right? This is what we've sort of been waiting for a very, very, very long time, since pretty much June, since we set the yearly high of 2019 at 13.9, and then we just started trading sideways and downwards for the remainder of the year. And now we are in 2020, obviously a new year, and we're finally starting to see signs of a trend reversal, right? We were overdue, as I was telling you guys also in this channel for the last few weeks. I've been telling you guys that we were overdue for another retest of this prior high. It did take a while, and another thing to be said, this kind of resembles sort of an Adam and Eve here formation that ended up playing out, and that led to the retest of the top side of the resistance channel here, which was again long overdue. And now we are seeing sort of a potential change in trend, right? We are seeing that Bitcoin's actually breaking out above this descending line of resistance for the first time again, since being caught within this trend, within this channel, since June of 2019. So we finally are starting to see and started to notice some changes in the behavior, some things that are definitely different than what we've seen, leading up to today. Again, this was recessed, a natural retracement or correction off of this. I mean, big move. If we want to actually put a measurement from this bottom here to this top to about 23% almost, and then we had a nice little correction, broke out again, and we're now seeing that Bitcoin is actually above 8,500 in the last couple hours. This has been definitely something fun to watch. We're looking at the 4 hour. Look at the volume here. Just a singular green node of volume there, way above the exponential here, as this was consolidation volume here, and then a nice little breakout here. So definitely enjoying what's been going on here in the last few hours. Been paying quite a bit of diligent attention here, and it's paid off. I've actually entered a couple again positions up in and out, as I do see that Bitcoin is hitting a top and then retracing a bit, and just been having fun with that, just in and out, some scalps. But overall, I do think that this has got continuation written all over it. I do think again this node, this first node of buying pressure should be accompanied by another node of buying pressure, as we do see here. We do have a little bit of continuation here. Nice sort of a rounded bottom here as well. And then again, a nice little continuation candle right after it. And we do see here in the second 4 hour that just opened up about, I want to say about 7 minutes ago. And we do see a little bit of continuation there. So and as a reminder, everything is also running along with it, right? So every altcoin listed here. Well, let's start off with Link. Link's having sort of a latent reaction, but a reaction nonetheless. XRP is also running along with it. It's nice to see that everything in the market is actually running. BNB actually looking pretty strong here, stronger than the last couple altcoins, actually getting above this previous line of resistance, which was a major line of interest. Now we do see that BNB actually broke above it, and it looks like we could also have continuation there. We do want to see this one turn into green, though, especially as Bitcoin does start to run upwards again. We should start to see that as well. Let's look at Litecoin, also looking pretty strong, as like in the same case as BNB. Did break out of this previous line of resistance here, which was a key spot for a lot of folks watching Litecoin. Definitely Bitcoin doing some work here and actually leading to the altcoins as well. So very cool to see. Again, with Ethereum doing the same kind of thing, breaking out above key resistance right around 146 and 80 cents, and now actually printing a nice solid green candle here, signifying that there's plenty of buyers coming back into the market. Let's see. Let's look at some other alts. Let's look at start with Cardano. Cardano is also trying to do some work here. Let's see if we can get above, what is this, 0.03809. If we can get above that and start opening and closing some 4-hour candles, then that certainly could have continuation. Let's look at what is this, XLM, Lumens. If we can get above 0.49 and up into the 5s range here, and start closing some significant candles there. But we definitely got to get over 0.04919 there. If we do and start closing significant candles there, that'll mean quite possibly continuation. Not too hot on VeChain. I'm wondering why it's not breaking out and above this descending line. It is printing a nice little sort of a symmetric triangle here. I do think, I mean, there's this line of resistance here, obviously that's going to be key, but it's so close to the top of the range here that I do think it should break out, right? I mean, there's wondering why it's not looking and following like the others. There is plenty of volume coming in here, getting above the exponential there, so it's got some interest. I do want to see VeChain follow on this. It might just take a while, right? Sometimes, again, that pendulum swinging back and forth takes a little bit of time. So let's look at EOS. EOS also looking very strong. Let's actually get rid of this guy here. It's pretty much irrelevant. Again, consolidating within the box there, and then we did break out above, which is great. And this one, EOS, is looking like a really solid run here. Let's take a look at Waves real quick. Waves is still consolidating within this channel here. Give you guys sort of an area to buy. This could be a double bottom here. We'll see how this actually how this plays out. This is waves against Bitcoin, right? So it is a little bit different. So if you're holding Bitcoin, you might your next trade could potentially be waves. Again, hitting sort of a double bottom there, and then you know what happens after that, most likely. Teso's just not really following. I mean, it's doing a little bit of work, but not really following. All right, let's actually get back into Bitcoin, which is the most relevant thing to follow right now. So where does this go? Well, let's actually bring out a nice little tool, our little regression tool here. Start from this tip or this bottom here to this top. It's not. Let me actually redo this guy. Actually, I believe it was this bottom here to the top. I'm not sure if I'm doing this now. It's well, it'll have to do. This will have to do. Okay, yeah, I guess. TradingView is just going to overwrite what I'm doing here. But here's sort of the targets, right? Based on this regression line or this regression analysis tool. You know, it's calling it. It's actually pretty accurate. I found. Um, Again, I do think it's correcting what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to fight it because I do think TradingView probably knows better than I do. So anyway, this is the regression analysis tool, and you know what we're probably going to look at. Here's certainly probably our next target, and it actually coincides with a previous line of resistance that we've drawn for you guys here at this channel here for a while. This one's been standing here for quite a little bit. So this is sort of the short term target here, where I'm actually going to get rid of some of these to start cleaning up our chart. We can always redraw them if we need to. But anyway, it is coming up in confluence with this this previous line of resistance around 8750. We've been talking about this being sort of the target, the target from this bottom here at 6,500, 6,400. All right, so very likely we get to 8,700. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen. I mean, it could, right? I mean, look at this, just this one candle here from that point to here. That is a 4.5%. Certainly, we can go another 4.5, even higher than that, and definitely hit this level here at 8,750. If we go above it, things start to get really interesting, and our next level is going to be, you know, all the way up at 9,500, all the way up there. So very interesting to see what happens. Again, for the shorter term, I am looking at 8,700 to be sort of the temporary stop. We are certainly very likely to have a correction to about this area here as we do travel along this middle line, which is the mean here, should stand as an area of support as we do go up. In fact, let's actually try to extend this a little bit more with just some regular trend line, the regular trend line there. So kind of following this, I'm trying to mimic what the mean line would be. Let's get her in red there. There we go. Trying to do my best here, guys. All right. it works close enough, right? So hit the 8,700 and then come back and retest this line here. Say around 84.50, something like that, 80, 84, 84.50, somewhere in that range. As we continue on the top side of this range here, and then if we break down below it, we should find this previous line of resistance, descending resistance, act and flip over to support, right? So this should be acting as support. This looks pretty solid. Again, we closed this 4-hour on top of it, opened the new 4-hour. I do want to see the next daily candle stay above this previous line of resistance. We want to flip this over to support. It's going to take at least a few daily, maybe even a weekly candle to have it close above this descending line of resistance, or now flip it onto support. I don't know if I want to be as strict, but I definitely want to see at least a couple of daily candles close above it and sustain that price action and have a little bit of consolidation. It doesn't matter. I don't even, it doesn't matter if we consolidate downwards along this line here, as long as we don't break down below it. That's going to be the key indicator that we're probably going to continue onwards. And even again, it could take a while, and we could just ride this line and grind it out all the way, down this way. However, I don't want to see it break down and stay below this line of resistance there. I definitely want to see some daily candles along this path here, if not upwards. I don't want to see breaking down from it. If we go up, that's always a great thing. But if we don't want to go down and regress into this red area here. If we do, below this line here, then again, this could be just a bull trap or a fake out, right? Or maybe both. All right. So again, keep in mind these are going to be your next targets, 87.50, and then from there, our next target would be all the way up to 94.50, 9,500. All right, kind of crazy, I know, but that is actually what the technical analysis is indicating. All right, so I'm going to leave it pretty short today. Again, just a little sneak update for you guys. If you are subscribed, you are getting these notifications. If you're not, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also follow us on Twitter. You can always reach out there, or leave it down below in the comments. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Your boy, the real SHA 256. This is Evening Crypto.